So episode 2 is called The Golden Rule. Definitely expect Lucy to say that probably like 3 times.
Trying to pick up where you all left off. Miniaturization. I'm going to complete the work you started.
What does he want to miniaturize is my question.
I wonder if anyone survived.
I did. I met someone.
With how many flashbacks we're getting from season 1, I feel like you really did not need to even rewatch season 1 to prepare for the season. They're like giving that to us in every episode.
If you've been looking for a home, build one with me.
So ready for the Maximus conflict here. Presumably, the conflict. Oh, wow, a flashback for him. Oh my gosh. Is this the same kid actor? Because, man, he grew. If that is him. Like, between the filming of season 1 and 2. Oh my gosh. Grew like a whole foot. I genuinely did not ever expect this, to be honest. But I'm so glad we're getting it.
Oh, babe, there's even more clean water down there than we thought. No one will ever have to worry about rationing again. We can grow more crops. We can have another kid.
As soon as you figure out how to push your baby out of your own ass.
Home again.
Yes!
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Mm-hmm.
Stay close, buddy. Excuse me.
For a nuclear winter.
Somebody call the doc?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for...
Oh gosh. Okay. Well.
Everyone run!
Oh no. That's really how Hank chose to do it? Oh, that line in Fallout New Vegas now is gonna... Oh. It's so brave of him. Well, this flashback is depressing.
Scared. Now listen. I need you to stay. I need you to eat and drink very slowly, okay?
Don't be scared. It's safe in there.
You are a good boy. And one day you will be a good man. As long as we leave it a little bit better than we found it. We did okay.
Daddy! No!
This is one really sturdy refrigerator, by the way.
We raised him. Hey.
Okie dokie.
Fuck you, we hate you.
When's Mom coming back?
I hate that the Pip-Boy animates it. I feel unwell. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. So I wonder who's beside him.
That's what we came for?
Yeah, all that death for that. It's cool to finally see this from like this perspective. Get the feeling Maximus just doesn't smile. Hasn't smiled since he was with Lucy.
Brotherhood has become scattered, broken into dozens of rival chapters, but now we have the strength to unify them under one banner here, with the mightiest arsenal in history at our disposal.
Okay.
We will fulfill our promise to make better this fallen world.
Well, there's a smile. Spoke too soon. Oh, wow, he's calling him son and everything. Okay. Maybe there isn't as much conflict with Maximus as I thought. Inner conflict. Or he could just be, I don't know, pretending. We'll see. I'm excited for more Maximus.
Water.
Don't drink it all this time.
Were you always this rude? I'm guessing not.
No. You just gotta go back a couple hundred years.
Your family may very well still be out there. One thing I wouldn't count on is them appreciating the kind of person you've become.
This conversation with the type of music they have playing during it is so fun.
I'm just saying a little bit of kindness can go a long way. Charles Dickens actually wrote a whole book about it.
Lucy.
Empathy's like mud. You lose your boots in that stuff.
What? I'm not just...
Empathy is what makes us good.
You want to know what I was like before the war? I was just like you. Stupid.
No. You weren't stupid, Coop. You were a good man. And I know that good man is still in him. He's just extremely hardened by the world. I feel like Lucy's attitude is more of a rarity. Half off lobotomies. Love it. What if this is just a recording and it's a trap? Like someone's just playing this on loop to hook people in that are passing by. Oh gosh, okay.
We need this.
We? Is she pregnant?
You off from far west, ain't you?
Ignore him.
Folks in them outfits don't deserve saving.
I don't remember them in the game. Are they from a different Fallout game? Ugh. Yeah.
But you did lead us to dinner.
Oh dear. Oh. Ah. Gross. Uh-oh.
What is that?
Yep. Okay. I fucking hate these things. Oh my gosh. Big one. Mama Rad Scorpion. Because those ones were just little guys. Yep. Mama. I can't tell you how many fucking jump scares these things gave me in the fucking game. I really hope she didn't get bit.
Son of a bitch!
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm. I love how Lucy's just not doing anything right now. Okay. Gross.
I only have one. Please.
Give it to me.
Lucy, you didn't...
Oh, fuck you.
She'll die without it. You won't.
Fair. Fair.
You're welcome.
My mindset was like, don't forget the bigger picture. Your dad. You got to go to Vegas. Coop, you kind of need him.
That rule is for people. You're disgusting.
Dang.
Cruel. I am nothing like you.
I continue to love the relationship between...
When I get her home, I'll come back for you. Give you a little time to think about the consequences.
She's so like grade 1 teacher right now. And I love it. Maybe it's because I've played the video game, but Lucy is far kinder than I've played the game. Far kinder than I would probably be in this world if it were me. All right. I am so excited about this part of the story. That would be so crazy to wake up like this after so many years.
I'm sorry, why are we all here? I thought this was gonna be more of a one-by-one situation.
There's been a change of plan.
Should I be able to see by now?
Oh gosh.
That must mean it's Reclamation Day.
Yeah, about that.
About that. It is Reclamation Day. Bud Askins is dead. We need to figure out a way to get out of here. Please. Please, no.
Trying to manage a bunch of strangers from 200 years ago. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Oh, Norm. Yeah, I figured there would be cryo here. Oh. Okay, so he's working on miniaturizing. Or just miniaturizing those. Oh, this poor mouse. Not the mini fucking desk and... What did you expect? Are you really gonna drive every time to get a new mouse? I guess he probably thinks if the other mice don't see... Are you trying different things? I don't understand. The music in time with that was great.
Holy shit. A real fucking icebergs.
Incredible.
Please don't play with grenades inside.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Let's see what this man can do.
Well, that's heartbreaking. Okay, I was wondering where the cold fusion was.
Why do you do that?
Because it's important.
Why does he wash his face?
Self-discipline, generosity, valor, and not smelling really bad. Dismissed.
It's really interesting seeing Max like this. Still using that armor too. Dang.
It's always gonna get dirty again.
Better to polish dirty steel and have it stay clean.
Used to quote the Codex to each other as a joke.
I've seen what it's like out there. The Brotherhood is as good as it gets. I'm just trying to make it better.
It couldn't have been all bad out there. You met that girl.
She left.
And maybe she's still out there.
I have duties here.
Quintus called for this meeting, but he didn't tell the Commonwealth. He's breaking chain of command. The Commonwealth isn't going to let him seize power without a war.
If the Brotherhood can keep history from repeating itself, then my job is to help them do that.
Max seems pretty committed. I feel like that flashback at the start to see his dad was important for us to understand kind of where he's at right now.
From the Grand Canyon, from Yosemite, from Coronado. It's been decades since we gathered
Where the hell is the Commonwealth, Quintus?
They would take the relic and give us nothing in return.
But what you're suggesting would lead to civil war.
They kick our fucking asses.
Not if we stand together. We can't defeat the Commonwealth.
Your mind doesn't go in for any of this religious shit.
Where we come from, women don't get to talk.
Wow.
Especially you. You just like that they let you fuck robots.
That was one squire, and he was well within.
Is that a license plate in his head? Can't tell what it is.
But there is something we all agree on. Power.
How many of those can you make?
More than all of human history could ever consume.
The Codex does say that violence against a fellow brother is forbidden. The Codex is open to interpretation.
Yeah, that. Fuck the Commonwealth.
Let's drink to it.
Bottoms up.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Maybe this is where Max's conflict begins.
Gracias. You speak Latin? Good for you. I'm a school teacher myself, so education is very important to me. You're a kindly profligate. Thank you.
Oh, she is gone.
Hello?
She's gone, Lucy. She got the fuck out of there.
I want to go back.
Vault 31 or 3, 31 or 2.
If you could just listen to me.
I love it.
Listen to me!
Who even are you? Seriously.
Maybe it's time to be honest.
I'm the product of 200 years of genetic engineering, part of a race of super managers. And all of you have been selected to be my staff. You think we've been left locked in Vault 31 by accident? I assume some of the things he said seemed downright outlandish. We are his life's work. This is Bud's final test.
This is great.
If I can lead you all to finding our way out of here, we'll have proven ourselves worthy to carry on Vault-Tech's corporate strategy. Those of you who work quickly and as a team will receive these merit dots.
Merit dots?
Oh.
I took notes at a meeting with the company that installed ventilation. Dibs on ventilation.
Oh, the fire suppression system. Maybe we can get some water from there.
I love this. Ventilation is a good start, though. Good job, Norm. Premium Elite Plus. Huh? I still feel like
Vision's still a little fuzzy.
Barb is in there.
Have a glass of champagne.
Who are you?
Oh, gosh.
Yes, it is Reclamation Day, just not quite the way we thought it would be. I've been running an experiment. The mice are so small. So much has changed since you went under. But it's what stayed the same that concerns me.
So are those cryos like the most expensive ones or for the most rich people?
Think that we will be able to work out the kinks. I noticed on your file that you had a family, but you only bought a ticket.
Oh my gosh.
Can't put a price on family, Steve. We were very clear about that in the advertisements. Family is the first building block of civilization. I'm improving a piece of outdated technology. Civilization. It hasn't worked out so far. But if at first you don't see...
Oh gosh. So is his plan to use these chip things to essentially like do what Bud was doing, like Bud's buds, but out in the real world, like just have everyone like that, and then you make them be fathers and mothers, I guess, just breeders essentially. Oh, I don't even. Ugh. I couldn't quite tell from the distance. I had a feeling it was them. I'm very worried.
I realize we all have our cultural differences, but I am nice.
Bless you, Lucy. Oh, it's such an awful place to put the door.
I found a ladder!
Lead the way, boss.
I'm surprised not one of these people yet have been like, food, water, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Hope Norm isn't afraid of heights. That's a long way up. I wonder if this is just going to go outside. No, that'd be a really long climb. Oh, never mind. It does literally go right outside. Norm's first time outside. Oh my gosh. What a view.
Oh man, the mall's gone.
Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it is. From his perspective, it's beautiful. Well, that's exciting. Oh, but now that Norm's been outside, I don't know what the future holds for him. Max has really matured. I'm seeing.
You the one who killed that NCR bitch? Moldover?
Moldaver. I did.
Bet I could mash you.
Probably. All right, let me get my armor.
No armor.
Ugh, why? Did not like that at all, to be honest. I'm with you, Dane. I'm right there with you. Yeah, fuck this shit. Agreed.
Sorry to interrupt. Paladin Harkness, liaison from the Commonwealth. I understand we're discussing a civil war. I must not have gotten my invitation.
And yet here you are.
Mm-hmm. Here he is. Revenge of Brutus starring Cooper Howard. Ooh. That's our first time seeing that poster, right? All right, so are they in a mall? Or no, that's a no, we're in a stadium, not a mall. I love that song so much. All right, fantastic episode once again. I'm so excited for where we're going with this season and with these characters. Who do I want to talk about first? Let's talk about Norm first, because his path is kind of the one I'm the most uncertain about right now in terms of like the theories that I have. Had he not made it outside, I was kind of thinking that like him and the other vault dwellers, the cryo ones, would somehow be able to just get out of that space in the vault and then just be able to go to 33 back essentially the way that he came in. But now that he's been outside, and now that all of them are outside, I'm so curious about where they're taking it, because there's a huge part of me that wants Norm to go back down into the vault to let everybody know what they've been living under this whole time, right? And to confront Steph and Betty and the other 31ers that are currently are Steph and Betty the only ones? I think actually Steph and Betty are the only ones in 32 and 33 from 31. But still, I feel like the other people of 33 and 32 have the right to know what the hell is going on. And yes, would it absolutely devastate them? I'm sure, but I don't know. That's just me. But I'm not sure what Norm is thinking right now, because we last left him there outside. He thinks it's beautiful. He also knows that Lucy has been out here for however long now. I don't even know how much time has passed, but she's been out here for a long time. Does Norm maybe just want to drop all of this and try and find her? Like, I don't know. Because the other thing too that we have to remember is, like, Norm doesn't know Hank. Like, Norm doesn't know his dad the way that Lucy has now found out about him, right? The thing with Norm is he just has such great intelligence that I feel like he would be such a huge asset for Lucy out here in the wasteland. I don't know. I also kind of want Norm and Lucy to be back together. They were good brother and sister, and I kind of hate seeing them apart. It's like the same Game of Thrones feeling that I had watching like the first however many fucking seasons and not having a family together. So yeah, most uncertain about him. I feel like his path could really go in so many different directions. As much as I would love for him to be outside and find Lucy and reunite with her, I do think that they are writing him to go back into the vault. And I think that Norm could actually be a really great leader of all of these people. I really do. I guess he would have to go back into the vault because he has really fucked up the whole purpose of vaults 31, 32, 33. Like, he's totally destroyed it now. I mean, I think they could go back into the cryo chambers because Bud kept telling Norm to do that, to go into his dad's cryo freezer chamber thing instead of just starving to death. So while you could do that, I don't think any of these people would volunteer for that. They seem to be not at the same level as someone like Betty, or even Steph for that matter. Like, both Betty and Steph seem that they were trained maybe a little bit longer. They kind of seemed more on the same level as Hank. Pre-freezing is what I mean. All the rest of these people that have come out of these cryo freezers, they just feel not as mature. They feel more like they were interns, if that makes sense. Like, they were intern buds. And maybe they are. Actually, in season 1, did Bud say junior executives? Yeah, maybe he did. Or maybe they even said that in this episode. I can't remember now. But yes, they do. They definitely act like they aren't as knowledgeable as people like Hank and Betty and things. So, I'm just so excited. I'm so happy that Vault 33 is still part of this. I mean, obviously it had to be because we left season 1 with Norm literally locked in there. I'm so happy that his escape from it has happened so soon, because we still have now so many episodes of this season, and I hope that they continue to give us like pretty equal time. I felt like in this episode we actually had pretty equal runtime across all of our characters, which was really nice. I felt like we were equally jumping back and forth, with the exception of Hank, of course, and I'm happy if we don't get all that much runtime with him at this point. I just truly hate the man so much. At the same time, Kyle. I almost said Hank the actor. Nope, that's not his name. Kyle. Kyle's just so good at portraying him though. So, and of course I love watching him act. So I still do want to see Hank. I just truly can't stand the character. So that man that came out of the cryo, the Premium Elite Plus or whatever. So yeah, my understanding of that is that was a program that Vault-Tec offered for the super elite, those of them that did not prepare their own bunkers for something like this, like the elite are doing today. So these people could just purchase these for who knows how much money, probably an absurd amount. And yeah, just wait for it to be unfrozen, I guess. I think there were only like 6 of them in there. So Barb's probably not in there. I'm still running with the theory that Barb and probably Janie are in a cryo thing somewhere. Because it's been 200 years. It's been 200 years. That's either my hope. My hope is that they're cryo-frozen or they're fucking dead. I would hate for Coop to come across like a ghoul Barb and Janie, to be fair. So, yeah. We'll see. That's what I'm looking forward to the most in this season. I really hope we get that is an answer for Coop about his family. Yeah, so we'll wait and see. There are still a lot of unknowns, the more that I think about it, because the bombs dropped and Janie was with Coop, right? The question becomes, how did Coop get split from Barb and Janie. Like, I really hope this wasn't a case where Barb like took her from him and was basically just like, fuck you, like I'm taking her and we're going wherever. It's possible that Barb and Janie might be in Vegas. Like, Hank's first thought after the whole Moldaver thing was to just run to Vegas, right? And now we see why. We see why he did that right away. Well, it's possible, potentially, that Barb had the same thought, but also with Barb being as high up as she was in Vault-Tec, you think that she would have known the day. And if she had known the day, she would have ensured that Janie was with her if she cared about her. But Janie was not with her. Janie was with Coop. So either Barb was told wrong or something changed. Something changed in the plans, maybe, right? And I think that's what this season is going to explore. So I'm really excited about that. Speaking of Coop, Ghoul and Lucy. Yeah, still love they're so, what are two things that just don't get along? I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head, but that's them. That's them. All the things that just don't mix well and don't get along together, that's them to a T. I love Lucy so much for how positive she is and how kind she is and how optimistic she is and how helpful, like willing to help that she is. Like, she is truly just awesome. Very, very awesome. Now, don't get me wrong. When I play these games, like, I also like helping people. Okay. I do like helping people. At the same time, I also care about my health and my well-being. And sometimes I gotta kill things. Sometimes I gotta kill things. Sometimes I gotta kill people. It's just how it be. If it were me in the real, like in this actual situation, if our world turned into this and it was me as Lucy, I do think I would be a lot more harsh than her, because survival, unfortunately, I think does bring out the worst in us, but you definitely can't forget about your humanity either. I still think that Lucy and the Ghoul are such a good pairing because hopefully over time she is able to bring out a little bit of the good. Like, yes, he called it stupid. I don't believe that. I think that, again, it's just 200 years of being in this crap, right? Like 200 years, I don't think that he forgets, but you're so distanced from that now that I think that it would take an insane amount of effort to go back to the way that it used to be, especially when the world around you has not changed, right? Coop is the way he is now because of 200 years of experiencing this and experiencing really shitty people and experiencing really shitty, like, fucking giant rad scorpions and shit, right? Like, it would change you. It would so change you. But the more time with Lucy, the more I do think that he can maybe, like, some of his old self can start poking out a little bit. And then on the flip side, just like in season 1, how we saw the Ghoul kind of harden Lucy a bit and kind of teach her, maybe not in the best of ways and kind of indirectly, but you know, she's learned the hardness of this world. She's still been out for so little time, though, that she still is her vault self in so many ways. So over time, the Ghoul is also kind of like helping her become a little bit more adaptable to this world. She still has so much to learn, right? And like, this was a great example, that scene with the hospital and these people, right? So again, I know I mentioned the episode. I didn't recognize them, and I could be forgetting from the game, but Coop also mentioned, like, we don't see a lot of you here out west or whatever, like, you're a long way from home. So I know that Fallout 4 takes place way out east, I think, in the US, and Fallout 3 is the same. I'm almost positive. It's been a bit since I've last played Fallout 3. I really need to start the game over and properly sit down and go through the whole thing pretty quickly so that I don't forget shit. I definitely expected that these people were going to turn out to not be great. I was not expecting the rad scorpion stuff. It was very cool to see that, though. They looked really good. And that looked very practical to me. I know some of the scenes where obviously there was CGI involved. I think when the camera was further back and we could see more of the rad scorpion and then the Ghoul there as well, it did look practical to me. So anyway, it just looks great. Like, every single creature that we've ever seen in this entire show so far has just looked 10 out of 10, phenomenal, very realistic, but yet obviously not realistic because, you know, but it just looks great. It looks so good, and it just adds to the overall visual vibes of the show, and I just enjoy that so much. So anyway, so Lucy is with, well, they haven't been named yet, so for those of you that don't know the game, I'll just keep my mouth shut. All I'll say is that I'm nervous for Lucy, but I also am confident that she will get her way out in some way. I'm very curious to see how that will go. So Can't wait for Lucy to just be herself with these people. And then yeah, we'll see who we end up talking to. All right, Maximus, who I potentially feel like I could talk about the longest right now, but we'll see how much. I do feel like I talked about him the most during the episode. I expected conflict with him. Because when he last saw Lucy, didn't she say, "Come find me"? Or I literally rewatched season 1, but now I feel like I need to go back to that scene specifically when he sent her off with the head and they parted ways and he went back to the Brotherhood with a fake head. I feel like Lucy said, or did Lucy say, "I'll find you"? I can't remember now. I feel like I need to go back and watch that though to understand, because Max told Dane that she left him, which is a little bit of a non-true, like that's not how I remember it, Max. But maybe that's what he's convinced himself happened in order to, I don't know, like kind of go full steam ahead with this whole Brotherhood thing. Anyway, so I was fully expecting that when we saw Max in this episode, there was going to be inner conflict with him. Conflict is in like, oh, do I ditch the Brotherhood completely and go find Lucy, or do I like stick with this? He very much is with this. He doesn't seem to really have any desire to go and try and find Lucy, and he told Dane as much. And he does seem very Brotherhood-y. Like the maturity with him compared to season 1 is through the roof. Like, and it's only just been this one episode so far that we've seen him, but he does feel very mature compared to the first season. I apologize if you can hear my dog barking, by the way. She's like way out on the other side of the house, but she rarely barks and someone's outside clearly. So I gotta go see what's up. But yeah, Max is like, he's matured, but it's so interesting seeing him with the other knights. Like the other knights are so immature in comparison. And like Knight Titus also was pretty immature back in season 1. And Max is just not that. He isn't really jokey. He doesn't like dick around with fucking grenades. Yeah, he's just very like focused. But there is conflict now, I think, with what Quintus is doing. Not involving the Commonwealth, and then the Commonwealth shows up anyway. I'm very excited for the next episode to see how that continues and develops. Getting to see the other the other elders of the different Brotherhood regions was interesting. I really liked the woman. Thought that she was cool. Definitely, I was kind of expecting her when she referenced the whole codex and was like, well, you could kind of like interpret it differently. I thought she literally was going to be like, I'm not a brother, I'm a sister. And it doesn't say sister in the codex. So therefore I am allowed to do this. That's fully what I thought she was going to pull something like that. And she could even still. I am just so fascinated with where this is going, because the Brotherhood overall is just such an interesting faction in how they run and what they want to do and how they operate. And especially like, so in season 1, of course, we're just focusing on this one Brotherhood group, right? Now we're really getting the understanding of like, okay, there's multiple and some of them kind of go about things differently, right? Not everyone is on the same page, but Quintus is wanting to get everyone together except the Commonwealth. We're leading to definitely like a West versus East civil war kind of situation. I love, oh my gosh, what's his name? The actor that's playing this guy from the Commonwealth. He was in Eternals and something else that I reacted to on the channel. I can't remember now, but I am excited for him as this character because I don't know. I think it's going to be fun, interesting to watch, and it's going to just provide so much development for the Brotherhood, for the non-gamers, but also like for me as well, because of the fact that I haven't played Fallout 3 fully and I've never touched Fallout 4 yet. So for me, only knowing Fallout New Vegas, like this is fun for me too. Like I'm also through this show, I'm gonna get to learn more about just this world and the lore and everything. So I'm very excited for that. Okay, so I talked about our 3 main characters, talked about Hank, talked about Norm. I think that's about it. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching with me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so excited for your comments down below. Looking forward to chatting about it. So thank you guys so much once again. We will see you in the next reaction. I'm not totally sure when that's going to go out yet, but yeah, we'll see you back here for that. So thank you so much. Have a good one. Take care, everybody.